Have you worked out yet whether Gillette's new commercial is great or truly terrible? I'm going to go for probably not great, ignoring the fact that it's like someone volunteering to serve 90 seconds community service as compensation for the years of toxic masculinity they've been encouraging. What I think's wrong with it is that it's going to fill thousands of acres of prime management headspace with questions for people about whether they should be trying to discover their firm's purpose. The truth is they shouldn't. Why not? Because if their firm had a higher social purpose, it'd be pretty obvious by now. If you're having to search for it or create one, then really you're instrumentalizing the notion of social good for greater profit, or to put it another way, you're trying to con me. I read a brilliant, long but brilliant article about this recently, and I'll give you a link at the end. In essence, the article says that as most big companies are seeing it, the purpose of purpose isn't to create change for good. The purpose of purpose is for them to make sure that the levers of change and the equations they're using to determine what changes to make and what things to leave in place remain in the hands of the company's executive. Its purpose is getting you to focus on what one hand is doing whilst the other one is fiddling away. It's a way of hoodwinking younger workers to stay or come there. It's a way of building a wall against scrutiny rather than putting that effort into creating transparency. And it's filling acres of management headspace with nonsense. Instead, what people should be thinking about in a volatile, uncertain, complex world, instead of chasing profit by chasing competitors or market trends, you have to know what your company stands for. Not in the purpose sense, but in the sense of we provide these kinds of people with these kinds of things in this kind of way. And that's strategic vision. Creating it takes a mix of the rational and the creative mind. And of course, you have to be sure that everyone in the company knows the vision once you've created it. But when you do, the advantage of vision over purpose, say, is that it's actionable. People know what to do. It's also much more powerful at attracting and retaining talent. Why? Because people like coming to work when they can do a job well, when they know they can do a job well. And if it's clear what your company's trying to achieve, they'll be able to do a job well. Certainly people should act ethically, but that's not what purpose is about. It's a basic filter at recruitment, like not hiring nurses who want to kill people or policemen who enjoy breaking the rules. This question of purpose came up recently at a British luxury fashion brand we're working with. The question was, should they have one? Well, what we found was that once we'd helped the CEO and leadership team formulate a simple, clear and motivating strategic vision for what their company was doing, many of the questions that had been bothering them just disappeared. They were able to brief an external agency much more clearly. They were able to move ahead with the design of their flagship store, and they were much clearer on the kind of person they wanted to recruit and how to train them. All of that came about from having a clear vision. I agree there needs to be something more than sell more stuff about work, but purpose isn't what it is. Vision allows you to say what you are and what you stand for as a company. And that's actually your one true commercial advantage. That's what I think anyway. If you've wondered how we do it, how we help CEOs create a vision which defines, aligns and grows their company, often in less than 16 weeks, please feel free to email me, chris@verbalidentity.com. I'd love to hear from you. That article I mentioned, it's called Big Business Has a New Scam, The Purpose Paradigm, and it's by Maria Hengelved in The Nation. If you can't find the article, again, email me and I'll send you a link. And if you're not sure whether your company has a strong guiding vision, then you can try the 15-minute diagnostic tool in the strategic tools and advice section of our website. It's been built out of the learnings from our strategic positioning projects at Hunter Boot, Belstaff, Harry Winston, Tourneau and many others. As always, if you'd like to learn more about how we do it, if you have any other questions, as I say, please email me. I'd love to hear from you at chris@verbalidentity.com. Thank you very much.